I have a topic today that I want to discuss with you. How you cannot outperform your self-image. Now think about that for a second. How many of you have ever wanted more out of life? More success, more happiness, better health, a stronger business, a better relationship, a bigger impact. Now let me ask you something. If all of us want those things, why do so many people never reach them? Have you ever thought about that? You want these things, but you've never reached them? Well, the answer isn't always a lack of talent. It isn't always a lack of opportunity, and it certainly isn't always a lack of intelligence. The biggest obstacle most people face is the image they have of themselves. You cannot consistently outperform your self-image. Now think about that. If deep inside you believe you're not worthy, you'll sabotage opportunities. If you believe you're destined to fail, you'll quit just before the breakthrough. If you believe you'll never be successful, you unconsciously make the decision that proves yourself right. Your life follows the picture in your mind. Imagine your mind is like a thermostat. If the thermostat is set at 20 degrees, no matter how much heat enters the room, eventually it returns to 20 degrees. Most people live the same way. Someone gets promoted, then they make poor decisions until they're right back where they started. Someone loses weight, but because they see themselves still as overweight, they slowly return to old habits. Someone starts a successful business, but because they secretly believe they don't deserve success, well, they destroy what they built. Not because they wanted to fail, but because they were living according to their self-image. The greatest prison in the whole world is not made of steel. It's made of beliefs. Beliefs that say, I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm not smart enough. I failed too many times. I don't deserve happiness. I'm just an average person. Who told you that? Who convinced you that was your identity? Because the greatest gift our Creator gave us is life. And the greatest thank you we can give in return is what we choose to do with that life. You were not created to simply exist. You were created to grow, to contribute, to overcome, to become more tomorrow than you are today. Now there's a story. There's a story about an eagle that was raised among chickens. It sounds a little funny, but bear with me here. From the day it hatched, it scratched at the dirt. It clucked like the chickens. It believed it was one of them. Now one day, another eagle flew overhead. The young eagle looked up in amazement. What is that magnificent bird? The chickens replied, oh, that's an eagle. But don't worry about that. You'll never be one. And because that's all it had ever believed, it lived and died as a chicken. Not because it couldn't fly, but because it never believed it could. Now, how many people are living exactly like that? They have greatness inside them, but they've accepted the opinions of people who never knew their potential. Don't let someone else's limitations become your identity. Success starts inside before it ever appears outside. Champions, they see themselves as champions inside before anyone hands them a trophy. Leaders believe they can lead before anyone gives them a title. Entrepreneurs see success before the first customer ever walks through the door. Everything begins with identity, not circumstances, identity. You know, I talked with a famous karate champion, and I asked him, I said, did you ever think that you would ever lose? And he said to me, he goes, you know, Stacey, a reporter asked me one time, if I lost tonight, how would I feel? He made it very clear. He said, I told that person interviewing me, I've already won. I just have to go out there and let him know. I want everyone to repeat after me. I want you to repeat this. I am not my past. My mistakes do not define me. My future is greater than my history. I will become the person I chose to believe I can become. Now I want you to say it louder. Ready? I will become the person I choose to believe I can become. Every great accomplishment begins with one decision. One decision. To see yourself differently, not arrogantly, not pretending, but believing you were created for more, much more. Stop introducing yourself by your failures. Stop defining yourself by yesterday. Stop carrying labels that no longer belong to you. You're not the divorce. You're not the bankruptcy. You're not the addiction. You're not the rejection. You're not the diagnosis. Those are experiences. They are not your identity. Remember this. Your actions follow your beliefs. Your beliefs shape your identity. And your identity shapes your destiny. If you want a different future, you must first create a different picture of yourself. Because you cannot outperform your self-image. So today, I want you to raise that thermostat. Raise your expectations. Raise your standards. Raise your vision. Raise your self-image. See yourself healthier, stronger. See yourself successful. See yourself making a difference. Because once your mind believes it, your actions will begin to follow. I'll leave you with this. There are two kinds of people in the world. Those who simply live in life, and those who truly live life. Believe in who you can become. And remember, the world will rarely see you differently until you see yourself differently. If you really enjoyed what you heard and you think this could help somebody, please share it. If you enjoy the videos that we're putting out there, I would love if you could subscribe. Please hit like. And if there's a topic that you'd like me to discuss or talk about, please share it in the comments.